Like a mighty phantom in the wilderness, the North American grizzly bear emerges as a wild sentinel. Its massive frame radiates primal strength. Its sharp, adaptive mind echoes the wisdom of a forest philosopher. It traverses every terrain, from shadowy swamps to endless high plains, from dense ancient forests to untouched coastal shores, reigning as an unspoken monarch of the untamed realm. Its icy gaze alone warns off prey, while its hunting instinct performs a silent, intricate dance of survival. More than a carnivore, the grizzly is the very heartbeat of the ecosystem, a living force that restores nature's balance with quiet precision and uncompromising resolve. It moves through the wild not as a creature of the past, but as a breathing legend, a messenger from a world raw, sacred, and untouchable. In the grand tapestry of nature, the grizzly is not merely a survivor. It is the embodiment of defiance, of elemental power, and unmatched intelligence. Despite their massive size, grizzly bears can charge like the wind, reaching speeds of up to 35 miles per hour when hunting. In the wild, they are true sprinters, moving with the rhythm of nature itself. They don't rush. Instead, they wait with unwavering patience for the perfect moment of weakness in their prey, striking with precision the instant opportunity appears. During chases, grizzly bears do not need to maintain speed for a long time, but mainly use the ability to suddenly burst to catch up with prey. This tactic helps them optimize energy and increase the chance of success in hunting, especially against agile deer, which are always a constant temptation in their habitat. Continuously maintaining speed and flexible adaptability make grizzly bears excellent predators in the wild, where speed and patience combine to create optimal hunting tactics. In the heart of the wilderness, a meal isn't a reward. It's the prize of a life and death battle. The grizzly bear does not hunt alone. It roams through lands coveted by every predator, and among the most dangerous rivals are those who hunt in packs. Wolves. Wolves may not rival the bear in sheer strength, but they have something else: the power of coordination. They stalk in silence, herd their prey with strategic pressure. A lethal strike doesn't come from one, but from a finely tuned formation driven by survival instinct. But the grizzly, its power doesn't come from numbers. It comes from unshakable resolve. The grizzly bear delivers a crushing bite, up to 975 pounds per square inch, far beyond the force of a wolf. Its claws curve like scythes, and a single paw swipe can flatten a bison. When a pack of wolves circles a carcass, the grizzly doesn't flinch. It strides straight into the fray. A low growl, no theatrics. A single glare, one powerful swing. The wolf's discipline crumbles under the weight of fearless dominance. And once again, the grizzly remains the last one standing in the forest. Not every prey in the forest is weak. The moose, the largest deer species on Earth, stands as a living monument in the northern forests. Towering over 7 feet tall and weighing more than 1,500 pounds, the males carry antlers spanning nearly 6 feet, branching out like natural crowns. They power through deep snow, ford rivers, and fight back fiercely when cornered. But to the grizzly, that only makes the chase more thrilling, more worthy of pursuit. Unlike wolves, grizzlies don't wear themselves out in long pursuits. They calculate, stalk, and wait, striking only when their target is exhausted from migration or trapped in swampy ground. These blood-soaked encounters often unfold at forest edges, along lake shores, or in low, misty valleys. And when the bear charges, almost nothing can stop it. Just one mistake from the moose, and the entire fight ends in seconds. When prey flees into glacial rivers or swims into the middle of an icy lake, most predators give up. But the grizzly, never. They are formidable swimmers, powerful, enduring, and unfazed by water cold enough to numb the bones. One underwater strike can weigh 1,000 pounds. Once the bear has its prey, it drags the carcass to a secluded place, where the real feast begins. No predator can hunt effectively without territory. Grizzlies stake out massive domains, anywhere from 70 to over 600 square miles, depending on the land, the food supply, and the bear's own dominance. They mark trees and logs with scent, unmistakable signatures of their presence. And if another bear, especially a male, dares to cross that boundary, a battle is inevitable. No words, no warnings, only roars and muscle clashing beneath the forest canopy. The victor keeps the land, the defeated retreats, wounded and forever changed by the lesson. Deep within the forest, where there are no borders and no maps, the grizzly draws invisible lines, etched into bark, soaked into wood, left behind by scent. Claw marks gouged into old pine trunks, tufts of fur on rubbed logs, and the musky imprint from sweat glands on its paws. Each one a message loud and clear. This land is taken. During mating season, or when food is plentiful, the grizzly becomes more than just territorial. It turns volatile, and if threatened, it won't hesitate to confront even humans. The grizzly isn't merely a predator, it's a guardian, a silent keeper of the forest it calls home. It rules not through brute force, but through sheer presence, steady, unyielding, undeniable. The grizzly isn't merely a predator, it's a guardian, a silent keeper of the forest it calls home. It rules not through brute force, but through sheer presence, steady, unyielding, undeniable. The grizzly isn't merely a predator, it's a guardian, a silent keeper of the forest it calls home. It rules not through brute force, but through sheer presence, steady, unyielding, undeniable. At the forest's edge, a grizzly waits. When the elk senses danger and bolts into an icy river, the chase begins. The bear plunges in, powerful strokes cutting through frigid water. Its target swims in desperation, but the bear closes the gap, calm, calculating, one clean strike, and the struggle is over. Dawn breaks. Fog lingers over a cold, still lake. No bird song, no warning. Then, the sound of brush snapping. A grizzly bursts from the tree line. The elk runs. The bear follows. No roar, no chaos, just raw, silent tension. In the mist, the bear slams the elk down, pinning it with a weight that feels like the earth itself. The elk kicks, struggles, but it's no match. In the end, all that remains is the sound of wind and water lapping the shore of this frozen highland. Caribou, the spirit of the Arctic, migrate in vast herds across the snowbound world, from Alaska to Greenland and northern Canada. Unlike other deer, they travel hundreds of miles each year to find the brief window of spring grass. With arched antlers, hooves built for snow, and cold resistance unmatched, they are designed for survival and escape. When a grizzly spots a lone caribou crossing the white expanse, distance means nothing. It doesn't rush, it commits. Through slush, melting snow, and frozen creeks, it keeps pace. Then with a perfectly timed strike from behind, The hunt ends in seconds. No growl, no hesitation, just power, patience, and precision. In this unforgiving land, strength is not enough. Here, survival belongs to those who wait, who watch, who move in silence. The grizzly doesn't hunt for glory, it hunts to live. And by doing so, the wilderness lives with it. If nature moves you, if you want to feel the heartbeat of the untamed, follow us. There are still countless creatures, battles, and untold stories waiting to be uncovered. Thank you for watching. See you on the next wild journey.